同志们、朋友们
Comrades, friends,
历经7年
with 7 years arduous efforts,
北京冬奥会
the successful hosting of Beijing Winter Olympic Games and Paralympic
举国
Games
关注
has attracted attentions across the country and also around the world.
中国人民
The Chinese
各国
people,
人民
with
一道
people from all other
克
countries,
服各种困难
have
挑战
overcome all kinds of difficulties and challenges,
共创了
and once
一
again
场载入
together
史册的
created
奥运盛
an
会
event that will go down in
再一
history
次共享
and
奥
also
林匹
together
克的荣光
enjoy the glory of Olympics.
事实再次证明
The facts shows once
中国人
again
民
that the Chinese people have
有
willingness
决心
and determination
为促进奥
to
林匹克运
advance
动
the
发展
development of Olympic
促进
movement,
世界
to
人
promote
民团结友谊
solidarity and unity
做出
of
贡
people
献
around the world.
而且有能力
And we also
有热
have
情
the capability
继
and
续做出
passion
新
to
的
continue our journey
更大的
to make
贡献
greater contributions.
北京冬奥会
The
冬残奥会的
successful holding
成功
of
举办
Beijing 2022
迎接着
also rely
各条战
on
线人们
the
的
hard work
辛勤付出和智慧
and their
汗水
wisdom of people on all fronts.
北京冬奥组委
The Beijing Winter Organizing
同
Committee
北京市河
have
北
worked
省
closely with
国家体育总局
government in Beijing,
中国
in
残
Hebei
联
Province, and also
紧密配
with
合
the National Sports
广大
Administration
冬奥建
and
设者
also the China's
工作者
Disabled People's
志
Federation,
愿者
and a numerous
牢记
number of the
党和
constructions
人民
for
的
the Winter
嘱托
Games. The volunteers also
满
bear in
怀
mind the
为国
expectation
争
of
光
the
的
party
壮
and the
志
people, with
在
the
各自
strong
岗位上
dream
真
and
诚奉献
ambition. They make their
默默
great
耕耘
contribution in their
贡献
post
出一大
as
批
an unsung heroes.
做出突出
And
贡
we
献
have
的
seen a
先进集
emergence
体
of a large
和
number of outstanding
先进个人
groups and individuals.
今天我
Today,
们在这里
we are
隆
gathering
重
here
集会
to hold this ground
总
ceremony
结北京冬奥会
to
冬残奥
summarize
会的经
the
验
experience of the Beijing
表彰
2022
突出
and
贡
also
献
to
集
commend
体
the
和
outstanding
突出贡献
organizations
个人
and individuals
弘扬北京冬奥
in
会
order to promote
冬残奥会筹办举
the
办过
noble
程中
spirit
培育的崇高
cultivated
精神
through the preparation of the Beijing Winter
激励
Olympic Games
全
and
党全
Paralympic
国
Games
各族人
in a
民
way to inspire
为实现
the
第二个百
party
年奋
and
斗
the
目
people
标
of all ethnic groups
实现
to
中华
achieve
民
the
族伟
second
大复兴的
centenary
中国
goal
梦
and to realize
而
the Chinese
努力
dream
奋
of
斗
national rejuvenation.
同志们、朋友们，
Comrades, friends,
中国人历
Chinese
来言必
always
信，
honor our
行必
words
果，
with concrete actions,
确保北京冬奥会、
ensure
冬残奥会
the Beijing
如期
Winter
安全
Games and
顺利
Paralympic
举
Games
办，
to
确
be
保
held
两个奥运
on schedule,
同样精彩
safely and successfully.
是
We
中国
make sure
人民
both
向国际
games
社
in a
会做
splendid
出的
manner. All
庄
these
严
are
承
the
诺。
solemn commitment made by the Chinese people to the
7年来
international community.
在
over the
党中央
past 7
坚强
years
领导下，
Under the strong leadership of the
各
Party
有
Central
关部
Committee,
门、
all relevant
各省
departments,
区市团结协作，
and the involved provinces
攻坚
and
克难。
cities worked together to overcome
北京
difficulties.
携手张家
Beijing,
口
together with
作
Zhangjiakou
为主
as
办
the
城
main
市
hosting city,
进锐出战，
had made their
全力
all-out
投入
efforts
同国际奥委
and
会、
work closely
国际
with
残奥委会
international
等
sports
国际体育
organizations
组织
such as
紧
IOC
密合
and
作，
IPC.
克服新冠肺炎疫
At the
情
same
等
time, we
各
also
种困难挑战，
tide over the difficulties brought by COVID-19,
奉献了一届
and we have presented to the world
安全、
a
精彩
streamlined,
的
safe,
奥运
and
盛会，
splendid Olympic
全面
event,
兑现了
and fully
对
delivered
国际社会的
a
庄
commitment
严承诺。
made to the international
北京成为
society.
全球首个
And also
双
Beijing
奥
has
之城
become the world's first city to host 2 Olympic Games.
冬奥赛事精彩
The
纷
Winter
呈，
Olympic Games shows
社会
great, exciting
积极
moments
评价。
and received the very positive feedback
4场开
from
闭幕
international
式
community.
精彩纷呈，
The 4 opening
人类
and
命运
closing
共同体的
ceremonies showcase the
主题
immense theme
贯穿始
of
终。
the a shared future for
中
mankind,
华文化
and that's also
和冰雪
highlighted
元
by
素
the Chinese culture
交相
and the
辉映，
elements of snow and ice.
体现了
All these
自然
showcase
之
the
美
beauty of nature,
人文之美、
civilization,
运动之美，
and sport.
诠释了新时
It
代
also interpreted
中国可信
an image of a
可爱
confident, cute,
可敬的
and
形象。
respectable China.
3个赛区
In
一流
3
的
competition
场
zones,
馆设
the
施，
world-class facilities,
严谨专业的赛事
professional
组织，
organizing teams,
温馨周到的服务，
and sweet and thoughtful
赢得参
services
会各方
have
一致
received
好评。
a good feedback
赛
among
事吸
the
引了
participants of the game.
全球数十亿
And the event
观
also
众
has
观
attracted
赛，
more than 1 billion
成为收
audience
视
around
率
the
最
world
高
to
的
become
一届冬奥会。
the most watched Olympic Games in the history.
爱国情怀充分彰显，
Patriotism also
汇
fully
聚起实
demonstrated,
现中华
gathering
民族伟
a
大复
full
兴的
mighty force
强大力
to
量。
realize the great dream of national
北
rejuvenation.
京冬奥会、冬残奥会
Beijing
是
Winter
中国
Olympic
人民
Games and
爱
Paralympic
国
Games
热情的激
is the
扬
way
展
to
示。
showcase Chinese people's love to their
海内外
country.
中华儿女热情关注，
Sons and daughters of Chinese
在
overseas
中国举办的
also pay close attention
冬奥盛会
and show their support
纷纷
to
为
their motherland's
冬奥健友
great events,
健儿
and they
加油
also
喝彩
cheer up and give
为伟大
applause
祖国
to their
加油
athletes
喝彩
and also to the country.
赛场上，我国体育健儿无畏强
The
手，
Chinese athletes
顽强拼搏，为国
showcase
争光。
whatever they have and fought to the
五星
last
红
minute
旗
to win the glory for the
高高飘扬
country, and the national
每
flag
一位
fly
中华儿
high
女
over
都
the
倍感
competition
荣
venue.
光。
That also make all
一
Chinese
位
feel
护旗
proud.
手说
A flag
我站
carrier
在
say
奥运
that
会
I'm
的
standing
升旗台，
at the A
心中
flag
满
stadium
满的自豪感。
and I feel so proud
想到祖国如今的
because
繁荣
I'm
昌
thinking
盛，
that the
是多么
prosperity
来
of the
之不易。
country actually not come
那是一
easily.
种说不出的骄
So
傲。
this is something that
与
cannot
热
describe in words.
泪
That's
水
proud, that's
就
love,
夺眶而出，
that's also can be interpreted as the tears in my
巧
eyes.
妙蕴含中华文化的冬奥
The
场馆，
Winter Olympic Games facilities
活泼
also
敦厚的
showcase the elements
冰墩墩
of Chinese culture,
喜
a
庆
very
祥和
lovely
的
Bing Dun Dun,
雪融融，
and also the cute Xu
扑
Rong
面
Rong,
而来的中国年味儿，
and a Chinese
香
New
喷喷
Year
的豆包，
celebrating elements, and also a very
冬奥梦
tasty red bean bun.
豆包啊，谷爱凌是爱吃馅儿饼，
I know that the different athletes they have different taste.
外国人还爱吃饺子
So。I also see that the foreign athletes also very love our dumplings.
冬奥梦和中国梦，
So that's the
精彩
dream of
交织
Winter Olympic Games and also dream of
饱
China
含
coming
圆
together,
融、和合等中国理
presenting
念的
peace
开闭
and
幕式
inclusiveness.
构思独到，
The opening and closing ceremony showcased the Chinese philosophy in a very smart way. It also presents the solar terms, the Yellow River, the Chinese knot, gas grating prime, and the folding willow to express missing, and also the theme of snow and flake, and also the waltz delivered by the people with hearing difficulties, and the visual inspired children's choral, and also the athletes with visual difficulties to light up the main frame. All these highlights leave a beautiful picture to people. It's very striking to our hearts. That also inspired the Chinese sons and daughters to stay closer to each other to carry forward the struggle.
3亿人参与冰雪运动。
Like 300 million people to participate in ice and snow sport now become a reality that also strengthened people's sense of game. The preparation and hosting of Beijing 2022 have helped our country make a leapfrog development in winter sports. And we can see that winter sports covered the countries and going to different places and opening a new era in China and also around the world. We have established a number of high-quality facilities and also host a number of rich competitions for the public. All these make the enthusiasm of the public run high. And also we have invited 346 million people to participate in these kind of competition events. Snow and ice also become a way to make our people richer and also a assets for rural revitalization. The preparation of Winter Games have fully promoted the social undertakings, and the human rights of people with difficulties also better guaranteed, and also people is living a more colorful life. The rich legacy of the Winter Games has also seen a good harvest in terms of promoting regional development and successfully holding Winter Games. In Beijing 2022 has played a strong driving force to the country's development, especially the regional development among Beijing, Tianjin, and Hebei. We're taking Beijing 2022 Olympics as a very important opportunity to boost the regional development. And because of this, we can see a more convenient transportation, a much improved living standards and environment, and a more close cooperation among industries, and more balanced public service provided. And also a large number of winter sports facilities and venues like Ice Ribbon, the Ice Dragon, and Ice Ruyi have also presented to the public and become a good asset to deliver benefits to the people. A precise COVID-19 prevention and control works well to guarantee a safe and smooth Winter Games. Against the backdrop of the world pandemic, we have always put all the participants healthy before everything else. We stick to the principle of preventing the virus from importing to the country and a domestic resurgence. We strictly practice the COVID-19 containment measures forcefully guaranteed all people's health condition. During the game, inside the Olympic bubble, the positive case just take up 0.45%, and all the COVID positive people received the good treatment and care. And there was no cluster of infections or spillover cases happened. And we stick to the dynamic zero of COVID-19. China's COVID-19 policy once again withstood the test and also provide an effective experience to the world in terms of holding the international events. Some foreign athletes also said to us that if the COVID-19 can also have the medals, then the gold medal should give to China. And this believe this gold medal should have the name of all the people's name. We work together toward the future and make a Chinese contribution for people to overcome difficulties. The Olympic movement bared the best pursuit of the people towards peace, solidarity, and progress. Right now, we have seen the world is right now under a tremendous changes, and we suffer different kinds of challenges. The big family of Olympic traveled all the way to China to hold this event, and the circle of friends, a group of friends, has enlarged with solidarity. Foreign athletes on their way back and said this. Right now, I believe that I'll be crying so hard on the plane. Right now, in choked voice, I love you all. And they also say that I will for sure bring the best memory of Winter Olympic Games back home. The hosting of Beijing 2022 has promoted mutual learning among civilizations. And it also played a key role in promoting world solidarity and cooperation and tiding over the most difficult time. It also has brought confidence and hope to the unstable world and sending out a strong voice together for a shared future. Comrades, friends, with our 7 years hard work, the glory should give the credit to our great fighting. We know that the preparation and the hosting of Winter 2022 has been carried out in a very difficult time. All the participants stick to the principle of we never stop, and there's no missing should be accepted, no time should be wasted, and we paid out great efforts to make everything possible. The constructors played a great craftsmanship and built world-class great facilities and venues. And the game hosters had very strict working manner to organize the event and also create an enabling environment for the athletes to make performance. And for the service providers, provide swift and thoughtful service, and their working schedule is that they come very early in the morning and leave very late in the night. But they bring the warmth to all the people in the games. And all the medics build up a very firm and unbreakable safe fortress to safeguard the health of all participants. And also the people in the urban area who use their hearts to safeguard every corner of the city and stick to the highest standard to make sure a smooth operation both in the competition zone and also in the city. Large number of People's Liberation Army, armed forces, police, and firefighting teams shouldered the tasks in emergency and fulfilled their goal in protecting the safety of the country and the competition. Large number of artists, technological workers, designers, news reporters, people dealing with foreign affairs, and the people dealing with meteorology, and also the people working in other fronts work as one team, stick firmly to their post, make a great contribution, and finish all the tasks in a great, excellent manner. All the volunteers use their youth and their hearts to provide the sweet service, and also show the world a positive and shining youth image of China. Within the closed-loop management, tens of thousands of people that put a greater family before their small family. They stick to their post for many, many months and showcase their responsibility and spirit. And they said this in terms to make sure a successful hosting of the Winter Games. I think we can swallow all the difficulties. All these actually are worse in terms of our contribution. The country and the people feel so proud of your hard work and the great achievements. In the past 7 years, the athletes, coaches remembered words from the party and the people. They worked hard around the clock, they trained so hard, and at the Winter Games, they showed their braveness and to surpass themselves to accomplish their competitions. The Chinese delegates, the first time, participates all the sports events and won 9 gold medals, 15 medals, and also 18 gold and 61 medals in Paralympic Games. All these set new records in terms of the best results in history. The athletes, coaches use their concrete actions to say that they win the clean, moral gold and to interpret the spirit of Olympics and the sportsmanship of China. And we have seen a good harvest in terms of the sports results and also the spirit, and win the glory for the party and the people. For the participants in the Beijing 2022, use their hard work, or perseverance, and braveness, and also shoulder the great responsibility, the mission, and sense of glory, and accomplish all the tasks in their agenda, and to create a great result. Let's never let our country, our people, and the time down. Here, on behalf of the CPC Central Committee, State Council, and Central Military Commission, I would like to extend a warm congratulation to the outstanding groups and outstanding individuals.
向为北京冬奥会、冬残奥会举办筹办做出突出贡献的全体建设者、工作者、志愿者、
staff,
向
volunteers,
广大运动员、教练员、
athletes,
向
coaches,
人民解放军指战员、
to
武
the
警部队
People's
官
Liberation
兵、
Army,
公安
armed
干警
police,
和消防救援
police
部队
and
指战员
firefighting people.
致以
I would like to
崇
give
高
you
的
the
敬
highest
意。
respect.
向热情支持北京冬奥会、
To
冬残奥会的广大香港
the
同胞、澳门同
compatriots
胞、
in Hong Kong
台湾
SAR,
同胞和海
Macau
外
SAR,
华侨
Taiwan,
华
and
人
Chinese overseas
表
who
示
showing their
衷
love and
心的
support
感
to
谢。
Beijing 2022. I give you my gratitude and a big thank you.
在筹办举办过程中，
In preparing for the Games,
国际奥委会、
the IOC,
国际残奥委
the
会
IPC,
以及奥林匹克
and
大
members
家
of the
庭
International Olympic
残奥
family
大
and
家庭
International
成员
Paralympic
对
family
我们的工作
extended
给予了积极帮
great
助。
support to our
各
work.
国政府和人民、国际
Various
友好人
governments
士
and peoples and international friends have extended their staunch support
许
to
多
us.
国家领导人、
Many heads of state
国际组织负责
and
人
leaders of international
亲
organizations
自来华出席
came
活
to
动，
China physically for relevant activities.
来自世界各地的体育健儿，在
Athletes
赛
from
场
around the
上相互
world
尊重，
respected each other
彼此
and
激
cheered
励
each other
突
up.
破极限。
They played their fullest
在激情的比赛
and they
中
have demonstrated
完美演绎了
the Olympic spirit
更
of
快、
faster,
更高、
higher,
更强、
stronger,
更团结
and
的
together.
奥林匹克格言和勇
They
气
have also demonstrated the
激励
values of the international Paralympic movement that is featured by determination,
北京冬奥
inspiration,
会、冬残奥
courage,
会
and
是一
equality.
场和
Beijing
平友谊的
2022
盛会，
was a grand gathering of peace and friendship,
一场鼓舞世
of
界的
cooperation
盛会。
and solidarity. It was an inspiration for the entire world.
在这里，我
Here, I
谨
would
代
like
表
to,
中国
on behalf of the Chinese government and 1.4
14
billion
亿
Chinese
中国
people,
人民
extend my sincere
向国际
gratitude
奥委会、
to the
国
IOC,
际残奥委会
to the
以
IPC,
及
and
奥
to
林匹
members
克
of
大
the
家庭，
International
残奥
Olympic family
大
and
家
the
庭
Paralympic
成员
family.
向世界各国各地区
My
的
thanks
朋友们表示
Also
衷
go
心的
to
感谢。
friends
向
from
在
around the
北
world,
京冬奥会、
and I would
冬
also
残
like
奥
to
会
pay my highest
奋勇
tribute
争先
to
的
athletes
各
from
国体
all
育
around
健
the
儿们
world who
表示
participated
崇高
in
的
the
敬
Olympic
意。
and Paralympic Winter Games in Beijing.
同志们、朋友们，
Comrades, friends,
成就源于奋斗，
achievement comes from
胜
hard
利
work,
来之不易。
and success comes
回
from
顾7年来不平凡
persistence.
的
Looking back
筹
at
办
the
举办
7
的
years
历程
of an
我们不
extraordinary
仅在奋斗中
preparation
获得了
for
成
the
功的
Games,
喜
we
悦，
have now
也在
harvested the
奋斗
joy of
中
success,
收获了
and we have
丰
also
厚的
gained
精神
a
财
very rich spiritual wealth.
收获了弥
We
足
also
珍贵的经
accumulated
验，
very important
值
experiences.
得我们倍加
These
珍
are
惜，
worthy of our
发扬
respect
光大。
and cherishing.
第一，
First,
坚持党的集中统一领导，
insist on the unified leadership of the
党
party.
中央高度重视北
The
京
CPC
冬奥
Central
会，
Committee
冬残奥会
attaches great importance
成立冬奥
to
会
the
工作领
Olympic
导
and
小组，
Paralympic Winter Games. We set up
从
the
国家
leadership
层面
team
统
for
筹
the
力量，
Games, and from the
协
national
调
level,
推
we
进
have
筹办工
coordinated
作。
efforts and mobilized
筹
support
办之
for
初，
the preparation. At the
党
beginning
中
days
央就
of the
明确提
preparation,
出
the CPC Central Committee
色、
has proposed
共
the
享、
concepts of
开
grant
放、
sharing, open,
廉洁
and
的
integrity.
办奥理念。面对严峻复杂的全
In the
球疫
face
情，
of complicated
在
and
全面
unprecedented
分析国内
COVID-19
外形
pandemic,
势，
On the basis of studying the situation both at home and abroad, we made the important assessment that a smooth delivery of the games would be in itself a great success. And we also proposed the requirements of delivering simple, safe, and splendid games. Members of the party and cadres took up their responsibilities and fulfilled the commitment of manning the front with their great spirit. Reality has shown the Communist Party of China is the backbone for the success of our undertakings. As long as we unswervingly stick to the party's leadership, we will be able to overcome any difficulties and challenges on our way ahead. And it will also enable our success in whatever we do. Second, engage in great undertakings by pulling strength from all sides. The preparation for the Olympic Winter Games was a complicated system engineering project under the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee. The leadership team of the Games worked closely together with 18 task forces, and they have established the backbone for the preparation and hosting of the Games. The organizing committee of Beijing 2022 worked together with the Beijing municipal government, Hebei provincial government, relevant departments of the central government, and also the PLA, the armed forces, enterprises, and universities in different provinces. And they have put together their strengths to ensure the success of the Games. And people from all walks of society and the general public got actively engaged, and they have together fulfilled their mission in different preparatory stages. And during the Games time, they have leveraged their strategic command and their capabilities in management and operation, and eventually they put together the strengths from all the different stakeholders and formed a collective strength. The advantages of socialism in mobilizing resources and coordinating support from all sides have ensured the success of the Games. China's economic strength, its strength in technology, and its comprehensive national strength served as an important pillar and backbone for the success of the Games. Third, insist on fighting risks and meeting challenges head-on. In the face of drastic changes unseen in 100 years and an unprecedented coronavirus pandemic in the world, we held successfully the Olympic Winter Games and Paralympic Winter Games, and we faced tremendous risks and challenges. But we followed a question-oriented approach and held firm to bottom thinking. We have strengthened our awarenesses for risks and gave priority to mitigating risks and challenges. We carefully analyzed the difficulties and challenges and took into consideration different types of risks so as to ensure the readiness and preparedness for the Games. We have streamlined the risk points in different fields and in different links, established a routine work mechanism that allows us to constantly identify problems and timely solve those problems. And we have made countermeasures to ensure eventually the successful hosting of the Games. Fourth, insist on serving the people and promoting sports through the Games. The success of the Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games in Beijing lies not just in the success of the Games, but also in the fact that through preparing for and hosting the Games, we have empowered our developments in many different fields, which has left far-reaching impact for social and economic development in China. We believe that the results of Winter Games should be shared by the people, and by promoting winter sports, we have empowered business for all in China. And through industrial development, we have empowered China's poverty eradication campaign. And by improving public services, we have dramatically improved people's living standards, so that people are now enjoying greater health and greater convenience in employment. They are leading better lives, so that the Games are participated by and contributed by all the public, and its result is shared within the population. One citizen from Beijing said that we are all ordinary citizens, and we are given a chance to showcase the spirit of China, and we are able to show to the world that the Chinese people have stood up, and we have shown to the world that China today is much stronger. Comrades, friends, great undertakings give birth to great spirits, and great spirits can empower great undertakings. The participants of Beijing 2022 cherish the opportunity given to them by our times, and in preparing for and bidding for and hosting the Games, they have demonstrated the great Beijing Winter Olympic spirit, which is featured by bearing in mind the big picture, being open and confident, meeting challenges head-on, striving for excellence, and creating the future together. And now I will give you an explanation of these spirits. Bearing in mind the big picture, it means that all the people, they have their motherland on their mind, and they are following great contributions, following great ambitions, and they believe that hosting the Games is the grand task of the country, and they take it their own responsibility to bring glory for the country and to make contribution for the nation, and they are willing to take up responsibilities, and they are willing to stand in solidarity with the country and the people. Being open and confident means that the Chinese people are inclusive, they are tolerant, and they are committed to the confident path, theory, system, and culture of socialism in China, and they are willing and able to innovatively transform that into the cultural wealth of the Chinese nation, and they are also able to demonstrate China's profound civilization with their manners and spirit, and they are hospitable to all the friends from afar, and they are also able to contribute to mutual understanding and friendship of the entire world with friendly communications, meeting challenges head-on. And this means that the Chinese people are persistent and perseverant. They know there are challenges, but they are able to meet the challenges head-on. They are able to march ahead and overcome the difficulties and march toward victory. Striving for excellence means that the Chinese people are dedicated, committed, meticulous. They follow the highest standard and observe the most strict requirement, and they are rigorous in terms of designing and planning, and they are also meticulous in all those technical rehearsals and test events, and eventually they deliver breakthroughs and miracles. Creating the future together means that the Chinese people are able to work in consultation with each other. They hold hands together, and they follow the banner of Together for a Shared Future. And they also follow the spirit of more united. And they are fighting for the development future of the Chinese people and the entire humanity. And the Chinese people has called the entire world to build a community of shared future for mankind. Comrades, friends, the success has come out of 7 years of persistence. The Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games in Beijing were great events that China hosted when it marches ahead towards the second centenary goal, towards achieving socialist modernization, and we have to make careful plans and manage and leverage the great Olympic legacy of Beijing 2022. Beijing 2022 has left us legacies in terms of stadiums, and there are also intangible legacies such as culture and talents, and those are treasures of the country, and we have to leverage them very well so that they can become the new drivers and momentums of our development, so that we can maximize the legacy of the Olympics. We have to continue advancing the popularization of winter sports, refine our strategic planning, make the best use of winter sports facilities, and further develop ice and snow sports. And we also need to further enrich the sports competitions in winter sports, so that we can sustain the people's passion in winter sports. We also need to tap the potential of the cultural resources related to Beijing's Olympic Winter Games, so that we can become more culturally confident and be more confident in spreading the voice of China and tell the China story well. We must carry forward the humanitarian spirit, protect and respect human rights, improve China's social system of protecting the rights of persons with disabilities, and improve the care system for persons with disabilities, so that the persons with disabilities can seek all-round development. And we also support and encourage persons with disabilities to strive for self-resilience. As an athlete with visual impairment said in a play field, that although I cannot see this world, but I hope the world can see me. We must continue advocating the volunteer spirits of dedication, friendship, mutual support, and progress. We must allow the volunteers to play a more active role in promoting the development of social civilization, and we must carry forward the Olympic ideals and spirit, and to allow it to play its role in safeguarding human peace and development, and contribute more Chinese wisdom and Chinese strength to the progress of human civilization. Hosting the Olympic and Paralympic Games in Beijing successfully will significantly inspire people's enthusiasm in sports, it will dramatically advance China's sports industry. We must continue following the goal of improving people's physical qualifications and improving the physical well-being and improving the living standards of the Chinese people. And we must pay attention to the important role of sports in promoting all-round development of the people, and constantly engage in innovation for the sports industry, improve technological research and development related to the sports industry, improve China's fitness for all system, and enhance the bodybuilding awareness of the general public, and in particular the young people, so that we can continue improve the comprehensive strengths and global competitiveness of China's competitive sports, and eventually build China into a great power of sports. Comrades, friends, as the Games are now behind us, now is the time that we march into the future, and let us unite more firmly under the leadership of the CPC Central Committee, carry forward the Beijing Winter Olympic spirit, and be more confident, be more brave on a journey towards the second centenary goal of the country, and march ahead towards the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation.